So does Tokyo really live up to all of the hype? These next few days, I'm determined to find out. So I started my morning in Shanghai after what was a magical time in China. I promise I arrived at the airport with tears in my eyes and an aching heart, which is absolutely absurd because Japan has been on my bucket list for years. It's just never seemed to work out in terms of timing, but the day is finally here. I fell asleep briefly, woke up and looked out the window and saw Mount Fuji. Is that not iconic? So I always pictured my first time in Japan with a lot of planning and a full itinerary, but this was actually a spontaneous trip. I was already in China, so I was like, why not just stop in Japan for a few days, get a little acquainted with the city, and then come back on a proper trip later. This was originally a solo trip, so for my comfort, I decided to actually book the brand new Soho House Tokyo. So my friend Hinda has been to probably well over 50 countries, so I texted her for recommendations about Japan. And to my surprise, she's like, wait, I've actually never been to Japan. Should I come? And just like that, with a few days notice, she literally booked her flight and was actually in Japan before me. So my solo trip turned into a duo trip, and I was so happy about this because I've always imagined doing Japan with a friend. Anyways, we spent the first night just getting some rest in preparation for the next few days, and we explored the Soho House to kind of see what the vibe was, and boy oh boy was it cute. Between this one, Barcelona, and Istanbul, the Soho Houses abroad are actually tea. Anyways, to start our day, we hopped on what I would consider probably the cleanest, most efficient subway system I've ever been on. Seats were cushioned, there was not a speck of dirt in sight, and people literally lined up to get on the train. Our breakfast had to be Tsukiji Fish Market. I have dreamt of trying all of the food at this place, and boy oh boy, I was not disappointed. From the Wagyu skewers to the fatty tuna to the scallops and the oysters, this was honestly food heaven. To our surprise though, a lot of the stores closed by like 12 p.m., 1 p.m. So when you come here, go in the morning. And of course, we're in the land of matcha, so that had to be our next stop. And you guys know I'm greedy, so of course I got the version that had like the 2 scoops of ice cream, and I was very pleased by that. And you know, I've always wondered if I would like true authentic matcha here in Japan because I'm such a vanilla matcha or matcha with extra sweetener type of gal, but I still really did enjoy this. We then actually also met up with one of Hinda's friends from Wharton who's been traveling the world for the last 5 months, and he was like, oh, let's go to the temple. We were actually able to pull our fortunes here. Thankfully, I got the good luck, but Hinda got the bad luck fortune, and if you get bad luck, you have to tie it to that little thing and they burn it for you, so no worries. So after this, we headed to Akihabara, which is like the anime neighborhood, and then we headed out to Shinjuku for dinner. There's an area here called Amoide Yokocho, I believe, and there are so many different restaurants that are so itty bitty, they probably hold like 10 people, so we kind of just peeked around to see who had availability. We figured we couldn't go wrong with any choice, and we were correct because boy did we feast. Wait, and can I also say that Godzilla is way smaller than I thought? To end the day, we stopped in Golden Gai, which has a whole bunch of bars, and tomorrow we shop.